We love hip hop.
That Keefe D guy. That Keefe D guy. So that I guess they're looking 27 years later to say, you know what? We're gonna put a cap on top of this Tupac murder, okay? And bring some closure to, I don't know, the fans. I guess. I don't know. I'm very confused on how or why they kept on pursuing this case now, like years later. I guess I have a few inklings why, because, bro, you talk a lot. Like, the man Keefe D just was like on Vlad, like as if, there's a statute of limitation on an M. And apparently now, all of the different vlogs and different things are saying that they've arrested this man in his Las Vegas home. Let me see if I can pull up an article here. So, y'all can see this behind me. Suspect Keefe D, 60, is arrested in connection with Tupac murder. Compton Creek gang leader confessed in his memoirs about hunting down and executing rapper in 1996 drive-by. Yeah, he wrote a memoir also, okay? Because a lot of people are looking at DJ Vlad and saying, well, Vlad's the police because he said everything in the Vlad interview and then went back to Vlad for more and then went back again and went back again. And then he went on Art of Dialogue and this place and that place. And I think he even started his own podcast, but it's Vlad's fault. And Vlad, yo, listen. I'm just going to play a little bit of it.
In the book, at this point in my life, I can say that I have a deep sense of remorse.
There's sound effects on top of it. Just chill, Vlad. Don't.
We love hip hop.
Don't sap me, Vlad. Okay, I know how you get.
With tons of potential to impact the world. I hate that Tupac's family, friends, and fans, especially his mother, Afeni Shakur, had to go through the pain of losing her son. It's terrible losing people like that. I know that pain too well. However, I stand firm on the point that Tupac, Suge Knight, and the rest of those dudes didn't have any business putting their hands on my beloved nephew, Baby Lane.
We love hip hop.
Baby Lane is apparently the shooter.
Then jumping on my nephew gave us the ultimate green light to do something to their ass.
We love hip hop.
The ultimate green light. The ultimate. This is DJ Vlad reading to him from his memoirs. The ultimate green light, the man said.
So you have a sense of remorse for what happened to Tupac?
Yeah. I got a sense of remorse that happened to any brother. You know what I'm saying? We should
stop the cap.
Stop.
So that's one clip. That's one, almost a minute, okay? From, I guess, hours, I would say, of footage, of content, of this guy talking and talking. And here's the thing. People are asking, do you think that Vlad is the police? Okay, because Vlad, he made his moves around after. Let me see if I could find some things covering this. Because I know Academics had posted something about DJ Vlad. Maybe Vlad had even posted it himself. Let's see. I'm very apprehensive to cover this Lil Tay thing because of the fact that she's a child, man. Part of me wants to go in and be like, yo, fam, like, what is wrong with you? But it's like, I'll maybe cover it later. Let's see. Story, man. I'm trying to find a clip of DJ Vlad. Wow, they got bare documents, all types of stuff on this guy, eh? Holy. And apparently they raided his home a few months back. Here, you know what? I'll do a YouTube check. Let's do a quick YouTube check. Let's go on the tube. DJ Vlad. Keefe D. Let's see. Let's see. DJ Vlad talks. Keefe D. And see if we find that. Hold on, let me go on YouTube first. Holy, 1 second, gang. Un momento. Let me just go on YouTube. Just give me a second. Let's go on YouTube. Vlad talks Keefe D. Let's see if we could find it, because I see there was a clip of DJ Vlad. Okay, here it is. Vegas PD contacted me about my Keefe D interview. Let's go.
Keefe D's house gets raided.
Yeah.
In Nevada.
Mm-hmm.
There is apparently a grand jury that are interviewing people as we speak.
Yeah.
What was your reaction when you heard about him, about
Big salute to Bomb First TV.
them raiding his house?
And this is from 2 days ago.
I mean, I think everyone was surprised. You know, like, the case is 27 years old. The proffer agreement happened years ago. There's been multiple documentaries about it. They're going to do it now? Okay. You know, the question is whether it's going to be like a real prosecution or whether they're just going to
We love hip hop.
just plead out to something slight and so we could just close the case.
We love hip hop.
Let's forward a bit.
You come to my platform and do an interview only to then work against you
Yeah.
with the police. Regardless of what
Hold on.
people think that I really...
This is the meat and potatoes. Pause.
I'm not going to have you come to my platform and do an interview only to then work against you
Yeah.
with the police. Regardless of what people think that I really do, the reality of what I do.
We
And
love
I've
hip
had to
hop.
do this before. I remember this one time they tried to seize this one interview of someone who asked me to take it down like the next day.
Okay.
Because they were fighting a case at the time. Their lawyer asked me to take
Listen
it down.
closely, gang.
They then wanted to get the footage from me, and I said no. And they were like, well, we're going to put you on the stand, whatever. We're going to subpoena you. Like, all right, well, I'm lawyering up then.
Mm-hmm.
So my lawyer got involved, and they weren't able to get it. And, you know, ultimately the guy ended up losing his case anyways, but
Yeah.
we weren't involved in it.
So he's telling a story of how he actually spent money on legal fees so that they couldn't subpoena him for an interview that he took down that the prosecutors wanted to use in a case. So when people talk about Vlad, you know, being the police, being the feds, and listen, this is not an ad for DJ Vlad TV or for Vlad TV or whatever. Okay, like I'm just going off of my own opinions because I sometimes I get some of the same type of talks. Every once in a while, I've heard a little, yo, Friday's the feds, and I'm like, what? You guys need to shut the hell up, man. But I think people who really like think of, you know, who live that street life, they get things misconstrued when it comes to interviewers. And even like back to when I was talking about the crook and stuff like that and some of the things he was saying about me, right? Asking questions that, you know, I guess questions that they feel like could try to get them hemmed up. I don't do that over here. And when I watch Vlad, anytime I see somebody really giving it up, I don't feel like the question that they were asked was like, hey, so tell me about all your criminal cases and anything that might have not been known so that, you know, we can record it here on these cameras. And even if he asks what they call, quote unquote, a leading question, okay, let's even push it that far. It's your choice whether you're going to answer the question or not. Okay? I've actually seen, even when the Casper TNG interview, they were like telling mans to stop. Like, okay, all right, okay, we heard enough. All right, we got it. Okay, we got it. Chill. Like, maybe niggas is just good at interviewing and, you know, how to get people comfortable. Know how, you know, they know how to get people to talk. I'm not asking to tell me about all your crimes.
If you interview on my platform, if the police then try to approach me on it, I'm always going to say no.
Yeah.
So I haven't even responded. And I'm sure the police are going to watch this and now see why.
Yeah.
But that's my stance. I'm not responding. I'm not cooperating. If you want to try to subpoena whatever, I will get a lawyer and I will fight it. And from what I understand, even in the language they use, I don't think that they can. But I think what they're trying to do is they're
Man's like, yo, I'm not the one. You could pull up on my content. You know, you might have a case going on, but my content ain't gonna. And you know what? You could have even seen my content and said, this guy said a little bit of that stuff on your stuff. However, you can't use my shit. You can't subpoena me for my stuff. He's going to take his bag. And he got a bag, and he's going to fight it. He's going to lawyer up and be like, nah, you can't use this in court as evidence. I don't know. That doesn't sound like the cops to me. And it's crazy because, like, I feel like I'm like nut hugging over here, pause, like, but I'm just, facts is facts, fam. A lot of y'all bring this stuff on yourselves. You know what I'm saying? Franklin Frazier says, all you have to say is no comment. Exactly. Right? Everybody references back to that Pee Wee Longway interview where he was asking, and listen, don't get me wrong. That Pee Wee Longway interview, he was asking some leading questions in that one. Okay? Oh man, Vlad's gonna slap me with a freaking copyright. Like, what the? I tell you, you cannot use not even 10 seconds of my shit off of your channel.
Life is pretty crazy, but it all fades away the moment you give your dog a naturally delicious.
Yet he goes anyway. Right here.
All right, here we go. Pee Wee Longway. A lot of people start to hustle early. Like, how old were you when you first started hustling?
Listen.
I wasn't hustling, man. I was a school guy, man. Going to school, handling my business, man. You know.
Hip hop.
This guy's great.
You 100% legal? You were good?
Yeah.
We love hip hop.
Doing everything
Listen to these questions.
by the book?
Doing it by the book, man. Making sure it happens.
Okay. You know? And that's the way to answer those types of questions. People get mad at me for asking, but then people...
Look at his face.
We love hip hop.
Hold on. Here's the good question right here.
The color blue seems to be very
It's
prominent.
a nice color, my
We
boy.
love hip hop.
It's a nice color.
Not good.
It ain't nothing like
Nah,
that.
Ain't nothing
nah, I
like that.
assume there's a
love
Crip
hip-hop.
thing going on.
Nah, just a nice color.
Pee Wee Longway, ladies and gentlemen. Right there. That's how you answer them questions. You know what I'm saying? Trust me. Listen, man. Keefe D. I feel like He was on a very, very heavy clout chasing train. Okay. He was on the clout chasing express. He could connect his name to Tupac. People were probably paying him money for interviews. He was doing the Charleston White before Charleston White. Right? You know, niggas, like, they gotta pay bills, B. He probably wasn't even hitting them over the head for $30K like Charleston White does. He's like, yo, give me $2,000. I'll pop by. I'll pay for my own flight. What up? I'll come talk for 4 hours. Oh, Tupac. Oh, man, me and my cousin, me and my little nephew, I said, here, take the gun, nigga. You know, he was on the side. I was on this side of the car. And, you know, Pac was on the other side. So I said, little nigga, take the gun and you shoot him. Well, bruh, how can I reenact your interview, but you don't want to go to jail? How? How, Sway? It don't even make no sense. Like, the way that the man told the story, I was like, bruh, I felt like I was right there. I was right there in the car with him and Baby Lane. I felt like I was, you know, turning the corners. Where were they? They were in Vegas when that happened, right? I felt like I was right there on the Vegas Strip, right there with them. You know what I'm saying? I can see the bandana over the gun when he was passing it over to Baby Lane. Like, damn, you gonna do it right over here in the Las Vegas Strip? All right, OG. You know what I'm saying? Like, the story was that vivid. And I'm not even talking about the umpteenth story. I'm talking about the first Vlad TV interview. I was like, damn, bro. This nigga just admitted to killing Tupac. Anybody else hear this? When was this first Vlad interview? Let me do a little bit of quick examinations here, and then we'll get off of this, because, bro, your name is mud out here now, broski. Keefe D. And don't get me wrong, it's not like he's going to go in jail and have a hard time. Like, obviously he's going to have a hard time because he's old. You know, jail sucks. But as far as like gang leaders and gangbang, you know, jail people in jail giving him a hard time, I don't think so. Let's see. I feel like his first interview was like 4 or 5 years ago. But there's different outfits. Like, look at this. There's him with this, the bald head one when he just came through with no hat on. And I feel like there's another one. Okay, Keefe D, the art of dialogue. Like, man, look for chat bridging. Look, if I just put in interviews. Interviews full. Vlad, 4 years ago. Art of Dialogue. Another Art of Dialogue. What's this one? Urban City TV. 122,000 views from 3 years ago. Full interview. Hour and 9 minutes. Bruh. Enough for chat bridging. Another Art of Dialogue. Different thumbnail. Like, bro. Cam Capone. 2,500. 2,500. Another 1,500 for this one. And then Vlad, do Vlad for free. Because I need that clout. Come on, bro. I don't even think they needed the Vlad interview. They could just aggregate everything and do a mashup of all his confessions. And Road to Success. And wrote a book. This guy couldn't wait to go to jail. Anyhow, R.I.P. Tupac. Okay, I'm not going to say salute to this guy. R.I.P. Tupac, man. You know what I'm saying? I guess for the fans, for the family members, there's some closure right there. Okay? The other person, the trigger man is dead. And what, 27 years later, they got one of the the other accomplices. I guess accomplice. He's an accomplice. Anywho,
We love hip hop.